is Prolific Jones, and I want to thank you for joining Prolific's Connections today. Today, my guests are from New Legacy Reentry. It is a wonderful organization that has actually come from Pittsburgh. Okay. And has actually landed here in Louisville, Kentucky, and it is a program of many facets. Miss Gisela Nelson and Tarsha Simakula are my guests today from New Legacy, and I want to thank you all for being my guests today.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas and Happy New
Merry
Year.
Christmas to
And
you.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to my audience. Miss Gisela, let me just ask you, I mean, with, like I said, the many facets of New Legacy, I just really don't know exactly where to start, so we'll start from the beginning. How did New Legacy come to be, and what does it all consist of?
Well, New Legacy started with my husband and I, a dream and a vision that we had. And to be perfectly honest, it was more of we kept running into individuals who were in need of help and who had been incarcerated and found themselves. My husband and I have a construction company called Level of Excellence Construction. And with Level of Excellence Construction, when we were living in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, we, had a crew of about 12 young men, and I would say probably 7 of them were all formerly incarcerated. And we kept finding ourselves in court or in helping out with child support or trying to support them in different ways. And obviously, in our opinion, there was a problem. Something is not being done. And it was just sort of our vision to try to help that next step, what we could do to better the lives of individuals who had paid their debt to society and were trying to get back on track in life. We connected with an organization in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania called the Black Contractors Association. And the Black Contractors received a grant to help young men from ages, I think it was 18 to 25. I think that's the age range. And what had happened with that is that the Black contractors took that over, and they were doing great, getting young men to get involved. And then you didn't have to be incarcerated or formerly incarcerated. It could be anybody, just someone trying to find their way. And the gentleman who spearheaded that grant, his idea was that we needed to take a step further also. So we kind of joined together because we were like-minded. We said, yeah, what about the individual who is well beyond 25? What about the individual who is 38, 40, 60, and just being released from prison, still trying to find their way? And so our thought was that we would like to be able to create an organization where we would meet the needs of those individuals who have, because obviously, we have the youth build, who really does cater to that age group. And now we have New Legacy that will cater to those that are 18 and older, so that we get the whole gamut of individuals who are in need of help. So my husband and I looked at that and said, well, what can we do? And the grant was doing well. They weren't housed there. They were just taught construction skills, and they were taught and partnered with other individuals, independent construction individuals, and they were able to learn on the job and train with professionals. And it was a win-win situation, because with the Youth Construction Initiative, they were able to work alongside an experienced worker, be it a electrician or other kind of contractor. They would be able to work alongside that individual, and then that individual, who was typically, the lone wolf running their company, had some help, and they had trained help. Unfortunately, the grant did not get renewed, and youth construction kind of went away. The gentleman that helped us to put this together, his name was Ben Mooney in Pittsburgh, and we continued to work with him, and he said, I'd really like to see this go further. And so we had sat down with Ben, and we kind of put our minds together, and then my husband and I moved to Louisville, Kentucky. And I'm originally from Louisville, but my husband is a Pittsburgh native.
Okay.
So I came back home and we got started and haven't looked back, and just God has done some tremendous things.
Okay.
Tremendous things with our.
Well, I know you may have, in a way, said what it means, but what is the mission of New Legacy Reentry?
The mission of New Legacy is to end the cycle of recidivism among males at this point. Males, we will have facilities and a program for females in the future. But to end the cycle of recidivism, New Legacy comes from creating a new legacy for your family. You know, instead of the legacy of consistent recidivism, incarceration, poverty, things of that nature, now you create a new legacy, a legacy of hope, a legacy of future, a legacy of hard work, a legacy of being a productive citizen, building a community, absolutely.
Okay. So how would a person be referred to New Legacy?
New Legacy, our goal is to work with individuals who are nonviolent, who are nonviolent crimes and non-sexual crimes.
Okay.
And all you would need to do is we have an application process. And the good referral for New Legacy is that individual who is what my husband likes to coin, sick and tired of being sick and tired. Sick and tired of going in and out of jail, in and out of prison, in and out of situations where they know that their life is not in going in the right path. So when you reach that point, New Legacy is for you.
Okay.
Because we need individuals who are ready to get their lives back on track.
Okay. And how would they actually contact New Legacy?
They can reach us on our website, which
Okay.
is www.newlegacyrc.org.
Okay. Alrighty. And then what's the actual process? What kind of process do they have to do or go through to be accepted?
Well, we are not like the normal agency. Yeah, we put a little into this. New Legacy, and I have to add a little caveat. New Legacy is somewhat a model of an organization in California
Okay.
called Delancey Street Foundation.
Okay.
We visited there with Ms. Simakula, my consultant, and my husband and I. We visited San Francisco, California, and we experienced this 41-year-old program that's been in existence and doing fantastically all those years.
Okay.
And the way their process works, ours is similar to that. We've taken a few things away and kept a few things. But you have to fill out an application. So there's an application. We have not put that online yet, but you can contact us and we'll be sure to get you an application, mail one out to you. Eventually we will have it online. You fill out the application, and on that application there is a personal statement, or a space for a personal statement. We ask that you explain to us, what is it that you think you can gain from New Legacy? Why New Legacy? Why are you choosing to come here? And believe you me, I've gotten some applications where the answers are, you know, heartfelt, and I get it, and I believe them. I've gotten some that mimic my brochure. So, you know, you can easily tell just from a person taking time to write that personal statement where they are in their life. And then we do a face-to-face or via Skype or what have you interview.
Okay.
So we interview that individual and just kind of, and I wish I could say there was a checklist of, okay, they have to say this, they have to say that. It's not. It really
Every
is.
situation is
Absolutely.
different.
Absolutely. It is a gut feeling. It's sort of just a look in a person's eyes, and you can hear in their voice that they're ready, they're sick and tired, you know, and they're ready to do something different in their lives.
Right.
And then as a result of that, once they fill out their application and completed everything, we have a review committee, which is made up of individuals who've experienced incarceration or experienced drug addiction. You know, so it's a conglomerate of individuals who have walked the road that these gentlemen have walked before.
Okay. Well, knowing it within my, I would say, years of experience, but I'm not that old. But and
Neither
don't
am
let
I.
anybody tell you, none of us are that old. Okay, but within my life, I've seen where there are people that are having the issues where they look as though they are sick and tired, you know. And could you explain, like, what are some of the things that ex-offenders would face when they try to come out of jail and start their new lives again, you know, with um, a better, well, with hope for the future? What are
Well,
some of the things that they go through?
absolutely. Number one is homelessness, because most of them don't have a place to go. If it's a halfway house or transitional home or someplace like that, but to be released and go home to family, some of them have really severed ties with a lot of their families have severed ties with them, so that's not an option for them. So then you have a person who's wandering the streets, or you have a person who, and obviously that's not a good result, or there's no rehabilitation in that. Joblessness, it's very, very difficult once you have a felony on your record to find an employer who's willing to give you an opportunity to try again and to offer that second chance. Small in small companies and obviously large companies, neither one really wants to take that risk a lot of times.
Right. Yeah, because there's always that question: have you ever?
Absolutely, that box.
Yes, that one box, and it stops, you know, a lot of people from even applying sometimes because, or when they do apply, they lie on it
Absolutely.
because of the fear of not being accepted for what they did in their past.
That's right.
So let me ask you this: when it comes to funding New Legacy, how are you all being funded?
Well,
The Holy Spirit.
the Lord is funding. Your faith will fund it. That's our motto. Your faith will fund it. We are not currently receiving any government or grant federal funding.
Wow.
We have applied, and we are hoping that something will come through, and being very prayerful about that. However, in the meantime, in my opinion, and my husband's opinion, and Mr. McCool's opinion as well, when the Lord tells you to do something, you just have to do it, and He will provide every need. And have we missed anything? Not at all.
Nope.
I mean,
Just
God
growing,
is.
still growing.
God has provided
Growing
on
and
every
growing.
hand everything that we need as we need it.
Yes.
Is it there, in abundance? No. Could we use money? Absolutely. But God has provided on every hand everything that we need. And so that has been, my husband and I actually are the primary funders now. But then others, have stepped in and been gracious to us, here and there. So, and we thank God for individuals who just believe in what we're doing and give a little bit here, a little bit there, and everything helps.
Well, with New Legacy, as I was saying in the beginning, there are many facets, and one of the other facets is something called the Freedom Mic.
You know that.
And Miss Simicool, I remember when I had one of my events, and it was an open mic event, and I always try to highlight spoken word and small businesses because I am a small business, and we need that. We need to be acknowledged.
supported, that's
Yes. So I asked Miss Simicool to get on. Well, I asked her to get on the mic. She was, oh no, 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 and then everybody else started getting up, and then Simacoola got up and blew us away. I mean, I was like, is Erica Badu in here? I mean, where did this come from? You always, those people that are so quiet about their talents, when they actually share their talent, it is a
Absolutely.
true talent. So, can you tell me, as the host of the Freedom Mic, what the Freedom Mic is about?
Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, as I always say at the end of the Freedom Mic, if you're not here at the Freedom Mic, you're nowhere. That's how wonderful the Freedom Mic is.
Absolutely.
But I'll tell you a little bit about the Freedom Mic. The Freedom Mic really is just an extension of what New Legacy does as far as providing reentry services for the community. We feel that cultural literacy plays a big part for individuals to provide for them a creative outlet for them to redevelop themselves. Because there are just some people that need to re-enter society on the creative side. And so the Freedom Mic provides that for them. Basically, it is an open mic format that gives individuals 3 to 5 minutes to make it happen for themselves. We have a featured artist every month that comes in and just kind of provides consistency and just gives us, shines light on a creative individual that's within our community or outside. We just hosted none other than Frank X. Walker, who is Kentucky's Poet Laureate. This past Freedom Mic that we just had, and it's just been growing ever since. Our space is growing as far as
Absolutely.
we used to have it downstairs in the foyer in our beautiful building. Now we had to move it upstairs. It looks like might have to move it from there.
Absolutely.
It's wonderful. Me, now, first and foremost, I am a poet. That has just been my thing. And to be able to be a part of the Freedom Mic in connection with New Legacy, amongst other things, has just blessed my soul and kind of given me a little rebirth.
And it's blessed us.
Yeah,
Right.
I get to kind of do a little something, you know.
And snap a little bit with it.
You know, but also just to be around some creative people, it gives me life. So I just, I'm just so grateful for the Freedom Mic as a way to to basically develop a little culture more in the city of Louisville, and also help the community at New Legacy grow.
Well, I know one
cultivate
thing
it.
that I love about the Freedom Mic is that it's full of positive energy.
Oh, yes.
You're not going to run into a lot of the things that you see on VH1 or BET.
Yes.
You know, some of the stuff that you see nowadays that are not anywhere near positive. You don't see any of that at New Legacy or in the Freedom Mic. I was actually part of the Freedom Mic when Frank X came and he did a workshop. I was so grateful for that workshop because I learned a lot, and it's he's a very wonderful person. He'll down to earth, laid back,
Absolutely,
talk to you all
yes.
day. He doesn't have airs about him of I'm a poet laureate or anything like that. And I just love that about
Just
him.
one of the poets.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Now, Miss Gisela, I needed to ask you, what is the Jeremiah Project?
Well, Jeremiah Project is, an extension of New Legacy. As you said, there are many facets.
Yes.
We created the Jeremiah Project. It's the for-profit entity of New Legacy's nonprofit. And it is connected with Level of Excellence Construction. And we teach construction skills to the individuals that live in our facility. And then they do on-the-job training
Okay.
to exercise what they learn in that construction skill. And then there is an opportunity for job placement through Jeremiah Project.
Okay.
And then we also do mobile training with Jeremiah Project as well. So if there are churches or community centers or
agencies.
other agencies that are interested in providing a service for their residents or their community members, we're able to do that as well and
Okay.
provide that mobile training.
Well, I think I need to have you all's website placed on the screen again so that everyone can write
Absolutely.
down
most definitely.
that website and then your Facebook page, because I know there's a Facebook page also.
very
If y'all
Yeah,
could-
very active Facebook.
very, very active. I said, I need to hurry up and like this for it. I missed something. Because that's like one of the best ways to find out any information, not just about New Legacy, but anything that's going on here lately. It's a wonderful source of social media. But if you could go ahead and say what your website is
Sure.
for me, and then that way we can get that put on the screen for you. They already have it, but you can go ahead and
Well,
say
it's
it now.
www.newlegacyrc.org.
Okay,
And with our Facebook page, it's just New Legacy Reentry Corp. You can find it on Facebook. We're also on Twitter, and Miss Simakula help me.
Instagram.
Instagram.
We're part of the
I'm not as
Instagram
techy
community.
as she is. But well, I want to say one thing about our Facebook page is we use our Facebook page, yes, to talk about some of our events and some of the things we have going on, but we really like to utilize our Facebook page as a resource.
Okay.
So what we talk about is if there's anything happening in the reentry community, we want to make sure it's on there. It's information about expungements, about you know, not proposition, House Bill 70,
Okay.
which restores voter rights.
Okay.
So we want to make sure that that information is received to the reentry community. So we encourage people to come to our Facebook page just to even find out what's happening in the reentry community.
Okay, then. Well, we've got one more thing to talk about that's happening at New Legacy, but I need to go ahead and say something. Since we're talking about Facebook, I need to go ahead and let my viewers know about my Facebook page, which is Prolifics Connections, and my email address is prolificsconnections@gmail.com. Now, here's what I need everyone to do. I need for you to send me any information about positive entities, whether it's a company, someone that's doing maybe a play at church, or anything positive, spoken word, liturgical, or mime dance. I need all of that information so that I can highlight you on the Prolifics Connections show. So once again, that is prolificsconnections@gmail.com. You can email any links for your YouTube videos to that email address, and then please like me on Facebook, where my Facebook name is Prolifics Connections. Now, the thing that I was going to ask you two about was something I'm very excited about as a poet.
As many people.
The other day when I came up to the show for Freedom Mic, y'all had a studio in there.
Oh, yes,
A
yes,
recording studio.
Yes.
Like, I mean, with everything. You had mics, keyboards, I mean, any type of instrument, saxophone. And I'm so grateful for it because I can't play not a lick of any type of instrument. I might be able to take one finger and get Twinkle Twinkle Little Star out, or Mary Mary Had a Little Lamb. And you can make those into, that's the same song. So I'm grateful, so grateful for this studio.
Oh, my goodness.
Can you all tell us about the studio?
Well, I have to step back just a little bit.
Okay.
'Cause as you had asked me, there are many facets to New Legacy, Reentry Corp, and many of them they're all job related or career connected. I should say that. We have Level of Excellence Construction, which is part of Jeremiah Project, which provides the construction training. We also have Nelson and Associates, which is the property management company, and that provides training in property management, how to go out and fix different things. And we also have Gisla's Main Event, which is an event planning company that goes out and teaches you how to perform hospitality and catering and putting an event together from A to Z. Those kinds of things. And then New Legacy itself is a training ground for training you how to start your own nonprofit. One of the things we try to stress to the individuals who come within the reentry community is the fact that while you're out there and you're trying to find jobs, trying to find job placement, many of them have to become entrepreneurs. So we want to train them and give them skills on the ability to do that and be sort of a facilitator of starting your own.
Yes.
Now with the studio, that was interesting because we had some young rappers that came up and they looked at our facility and they saw one of our rooms or two of our rooms and they said, "That looks like a studio to me." And I thought about it and I thought, well, what a great way, what a good segue into the Freedom Mic series and being able to express yourself and an entrepreneurship program. It's a skill. So we created level 7 recording studios. And with the help of one of our our donors and good friends, Mr. Dave Christopher of Technique Solutions, he has committed himself to helping with the program. And it's taken off, and we've got an engineer that's staffed there, and it's awesome. And the key is 7 is the number of completion, and therefore level 7 recording studios, you can get soup to nuts. You can get marketing behind, whatever it is you're producing. You can get websites. You can get all of those things in a package. So we have actually 4 different packages that you have access to. So it's a great way. But the most important thing is that our guys will learn about broadcasting and communication and producing. So they'll learn how to use the equipment and be able to have a trade, a skill.
Well, it is so great that y'all are having this. And I'm going to say
yes.
another thing about having a studio or that you're able to have access to. I tried. I promise you, I tried to do my own CD. Got my little mic, plugged it into my computer, programmed everything, and I have not produced a CD yet.
Wow.
Because there is a reason why you should pay people for certain things. Recording a CD is one of them. Okay?
I understand that.
I am grateful for it, and I will be one of the first people
welcome,
in the studio.
welcome.
So y'all can help me with my CD that it should have been out like years ago.
With that voice that you have, it surely should.
Most definitely should have been.
It most certainly should have been.
Well, thank y'all very much. I appreciate it because, I mean, it's needed. I tell you, especially.
We would be honored to have you
for
in our
me.
studio.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And we're just about out. Do y'all want to give out, say anything to anybody? Any acknowledgments to anyone?
Well, I just want to say that, on behalf of the Freedom Mic, that is the 3rd Saturday of every month. It's just a wonderful opportunity for individuals who are poets or creative souls to come out and share their blessings of their creativity with us as we help to cultivate some community and culture in the city of Louisville.
All right, well, make sure you check out the website
Absolutely.
for New Legacy and check out Prolific's Connections. I'll list anything that's happening for New Legacy on my page as well. And I thank you all for tuning in to Prolific.